Gambling and social media abuse of women in sport. What is going on? When tennis player Katie Boulter revealed to the BBC the shocking scale of abuse she receives on social media, she emphasized that many angry messages feature references to gambling. According to Signify, which has been working with tennis authorities on detecting abuse through an artificial intelligence-led detection system called Threat Matrix, a significant proportion of abuse sent to tennis players stems from gamblers who have lost bets. Across the year, a category they call angry gamblers sent 40% of all detected abuse, with messages clearly related to betting activity because of the timing or content of the abuse. Asked for a response, a betting and gaming council spokesperson said its members do not tolerate abuse on social media, which has no place in betting or sport. It added, "It is vital social media companies take swift action against users and remove offensive content." BBC Sport has looked at what exactly is going on with the relationship between gambling, tennis, women in sport, and online abuse. What do we know about gambling and tennis? Tennis tournaments are played all around the world throughout most of the year, making it one of the most popular sports for regular gamblers to bet on. A source at one of the world's largest multi-platform gambling operators told the BBC that more than £100 million is bet on tennis matches worldwide each day. The spread of bets is roughly even across men's and women's tennis, tipped slightly higher in favor of the men's game because more matches take place on its Challenger Tour, according to the source. In the United Kingdom, 13% of all sports bettors gambled on tennis in 2023, meaning the sport ranked fifth behind horse racing, football, golf, and boxing, according to a YouGov survey, external. But 16% of tennis gamblers spend over £200 per month on bets, according to the data, and 34% of them use websites, which offer loyalty schemes for regular customers. That means some UK tennis gamblers spend big and spend regularly, meaning the stakes are higher when they lose. That perhaps provides an indication as to why the abuse Boulter and other players suffer is so often focused around betting. Signify work with around 30 players on moderating their private messages, and the proportion of abuse that comes from angry gamblers is 77%. How does tennis handle gambling sponsorships? As is the case with other sports, the relationship between tennis and gambling has been a source of controversy for many years. Concerns over potential match fixing and ethics have historically led to a reluctance to form official partnerships. But betting sponsorships have become highly lucrative as gambling has moved online. In an era where high-profile players have campaigned for more prize money and a greater share of sponsor revenue, tennis has begun to demonstrate an increased willingness to work with gambling sponsors. In 2023, 24-time Grand Slam winner Novak Djokovic said players should be given a higher proportion of the revenue generated from gambling sponsorships in tennis. Personally, I probably would not get a betting sponsor on my sleeve, but I know that probably 95+% of the players would do that, Djokovic said. I would support that, but if that's not allowed, then what we would deserve to have is 50% of the share that the tournament gets from these sponsorship deals with betting companies. In February, the International Tennis Federation, ITF, announced an extension of a deal with Stake, the Curacao-based gambling company which also sponsors sports teams including the Sauber Formula One team and Everton, making it the official betting partner of the Davis Cup and Billie Jean King Cup. Stake was subsequently found to have broken UK Gambling Commission rules by using pornographic content to promote gambling to young people and abandoned its license to operate in the UK. Stake's ITF deal remains in place, and tennis governing body said in a statement to the BBC, "The ITF partners with a variety of brands from a range of sectors to support our events and tours, and 90% of our revenue is reinvested back into the global development of the game. All partnerships are rigorously vetted and involve only regulated parties wherever this is relevant." The Madrid Open, the Miami Open, and Swedish Open are now sponsored by South Africa-based Betway. In 2023, the Women's Tennis Association, WTA, signed a multi-year agreement with online gaming company FanDuel Group, applying to the tour in North, South, and Central America. The WTA also sells its data to the company Stats Perform, the ADP to Sportradar, and the ITF to Infront, for them to distribute to licensed betting operators. The decision to sell rights in this way was to ensure betting was regulated, replacing the unregulated world of courtsiders.